Our 2 cents.
With Oscar.
Welcome back to our 2 cents. It is I, Oscar, with you, with you. Well, you are here, so it is with you, and welcome back. I have been MIA, but no matter, here we are back. It's really not okay, it wasn't really that bad while I was gone. It was just me not getting my shit together and my phone taking a dump on me and work, everything that's related. And, no matter, like I always say, the show must go on or we pick up where we left off. So here we are. We are going to pick up where we left off. And welcome back to our 2 cents. God, I hope the 2 downloads that I was getting, they do come back, because I've noticed it in the past. Every time I've taken a week off and I come back, I have to start from zero again. But that's just the nature of the beast. Here we go once again with our 2 cents. And let me tell you something. The month is almost done. It is the 20th of September, and I want to celebrate the National Day Care for Kids Day and National Fried Rice Day. Ooh, that's a beautiful day. Who doesn't love fried rice? You know, I once heard that the secret for the perfect fried rice, it's a day-old fried rice. I mean, a day-old rice. Well, that's what it turns into after you go through the recipe and you do whatever you do to it, and then it becomes fried after you fry it, right? That's the right sentence I'm looking for. Anyways, that is, well, plans are not going accordingly. But hopefully we are going to be moving in to a newer, organized studio, per se. But before I get into that, let me just celebrate National Pepperoni Pizza Day. It is National Pepperoni Pizza Day as well. Now, I remember as a kid, there was nothing better than pepperoni pizza. Nothing. But of course, we didn't know that they were making our meats from chickens, chicken buttholes, pig ears, pig buttholes, pig tails, pig cartilage, cow's hoofs, and I don't know what the hell they're making them off of. But as long as we don't get to see how they made it, then it's okay to eat. That's what's great about our agricultural laws that don't allow you to record anything. And, you know, I don't know about those laws. Do those people get in trouble? But, you know, I'm glad PETA's there because their heart's in the right place. But I don't know if they're really going about it the right way. But what the fuck do I know? I don't know shit. And also, happy National Punch Day. No, and that does not mean punch anybody, you jerks. I'm even controlling my words now. They got me under control now. And OMG, who doesn't love string cheese? Who doesn't? It's delicious. There's nothing better than opening your refrigerator 5 times in the last hour and finding the same crappy meals that there is, or crappy junk food that you thought you were going to be trying to eat, which you consider it to be junk food, but actuality is healthy food, so that's why you suppress that type of food and don't put it in your mouth, because you rather go for that last string cheese that you left right there. So for that last string cheese that was in the refrigerator today that you took a bite out of and took it apart, I don't know what the right word for that is. What is it? Stringed? I don't know. Is that even a right? Stringed, is that a right word? Anyways, happy those days for you. But there is nothing better than wishing a happy and wonderful week and beginning and continuing of whatever you've been working on. And now I don't even know what the hell I'm saying. But I will say, this is a joke that I heard. In prison, I had to write it down because otherwise I was going to forget it. But I thought it was hilarious. In prison, why are white men scarier than black men? Well, that depends on who you talk to. But I will say, anytime I watched any of those prison guard shows, jail shows, anything like that, any of those shows that I actually get into and I start watching them, when I see a man of a lot of pigment complected skin color, it seems like, I can have a word with that guy. It's not an issue. I know what he's done, but he might scare me to a sense, but he's not gonna scare me to shoosh me away. Maybe I'm not seeing the right one. That's also true as well. But I will say that when I see Caucasian folk that's in prison or that's been in prison for a while, it does feel a little scarier. I wonder why. I have no clue. But I will. Don't you know what? I just ruined the joke, didn't I? I just did. But I will tell you why white men in jail are scarier than black men. So it is because the white man actually did it. Dun dun dun. I wish I remember. You know what? This is. Take note of it. Get card with names. I know what I'm talking about. See, because that would have been a perfect laughter or a perfect whatever. But it's a lot of things that we got to work on. So I've been super self-conscious the last couple of 2 weeks, right? I see this always happens to me, and this is what I always get on myself a lot, and then it actually starts becoming a reality because I actually start believing it. So, like on the past couple of weeks that I was podcasting, I felt great. I felt like I had it. Like I was getting emotion, and I was going with it, and I was recording and all this and that. But it always happens. I just having this thought right now, I realized that anytime I get into the rhythm and then my rhythm falls off, it's hard for me to get the rhythm again. And it's not it is my fault. I want to say it's not my fault, right? But it is my fault because I'm the one that controls my emotion and allows me to Jesus, excuse me. And I allow myself to actually fall for the lie. It might not even be lies. It might even be reality, but it's just part of it. And I don't even know how to put it in words, and I know I have said nothing. But I'm here, and that's all that matters. So I've been thinking about the vaccine a lot, and I'm wondering, there's a lot of I guess there's a lot of cases now where they can actually see if vaccinated people are better off being vaccinated or unvaccinated. And according to the math, it is better to be vaccinated. Now, the studies that I I mean, at least I personally haven't came across, and I wonder if anybody else knows, would be not would be, but I wonder if anybody else knows what are how do we go on about people that have antibodies and don't take that vaccine, and people that have antibodies and take that vaccine. That's just the wonder that I have. I'm all for doing what I need to do and following the instructions, and like I've always said, I gotta eat, so I'm not gonna sit here like some people and say, oh, they're trying to get you. But this is the question: who's trying to control you? When you say they, who is they? And most people consume the content that we're all watching that people think we're being controlled. But what drives me nuts is those people that seem to find anything in like what was that movie called? Jesus Christ. You know what? I wish TikTok had a section to review what comments you made. Because this is how bad it's gotten. The last couple of days, I've been a sourpuss, and I'll admit it. It's been all shitting on people's fucking rain parade, right? Like, for example, this is a perfect example because this one I remember very clearly because this happened this morning. So there's some chick saying that the hard work is just the construct of modern society. I'm paraphrasing. My words might be a little off of what she said, but it was along those lines. So now maybe she's just there creating content, maybe, and maybe it's just the video that she made and she didn't mean anything by it. But I was enraged by whatever she posted. Why? I'll tell you why. Because according to her, hard work is just the construct of modern society, that it was built to control people. Now, I understand it was just a post and it was just content she's creating. But let's assume she's being serious for a second. Let's just assume. How do you explain to me hunting and gathering? Now, hunting required a great deal of work. Even today it does, with modern equipment, with modern arms, with modern guns, with modern bows, with modern whatever the hell you're hunting with. When anything, it's hard as shit. I've never done it, but I'd imagine it's hard as shit. Because you got to take into consideration the height getting in there, the height walking out with the shit on your back. Now, if you're in Alabama, you might be riding a quad, but I don't know how safe that is. But anyways, the point is that it is hard work to hunt an animal. Now, as far as gathering, if you want to say, well, gathering, they were just picking up flowers and picking up berries and picking up fruit and picking, leaves or whatever. But here's the thing. So to know what could kill you and what could not kill you, I'm talking about as far as plants. To know what plant could kill you and what plant could not kill you requires a great deal of amount of hard work. Because if that plant didn't kill you but fucked your stomach up, that's hard work having to recuperate and shitting your guts out, right? Now, maybe that's a good question. Have we evolved eating the plants, or the plants have evolved to humans eating them? I'm going to go with plants have evolved for humans to eat them. Why? Because we fucked with them. Bananas aren't supposed to look the way they look, right? What about tomatoes? What about watermelon? No. What about seedless watermelon? How do you explain that? Now, if you plant a seedless watermelon vine, because if you know, watermelons don't come from a tree. No, they come from a vine on the ground. So, now, in the forest, I've seen so many cartoons where they tell you those berries look similar and those berries could kill you, but they're similar to the ones that kill you. So how do you figure out which ones they kill you? I don't fucking know. So goes back to my main topic, which I was trying to discuss about. It requires hard work to know what plants you can and cannot eat. But I found a video. This is a gem. This video right here, it just goes to show you that we are probably not as far away from this time and age. It's just a different, it's just something different. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and let you listen to it, and then we'll just take it from there. Hopefully I don't mess this up and then you're able to hear it and see it, right? All right, let's see what's up.
Is the new seatbelt ordinance. If the town council gets its way, seatbelts will be mandatory for everybody riding in the front seat of a car through Richland.
I'll have to detour the town to get to Kalamazoo. They pass the seatbelt ordinance, I don't use the seatbelt.
I wouldn't wear my seatbelt. I get caught, I guess.
Florida Highway Patrol Lieutenant Chris Miller hears it all when it comes to seatbelts.
I hear it's uncomfortable. It wrinkles my clothes. It's not cool.
There's no freedom no more. You don't want to wear it? That's your choice.
Now, my guess is you didn't see it, right? I just fucked that up. I did. I'll play it again. Let's go with that.
Is the new seatbelt ordinance. If the town council gets its way, seatbelts will be mandatory for everybody riding in the front seat of a car through Richland.
I'll have to detour the town to get to Kalamazoo. They pass the seatbelt ordinance, I don't use the seatbelt.
I wouldn't wear.
See, this is what I was talking about last time. Like, people rather take the long way than take the short way, so that that way you don't get caught just wearing your seatbelt, right? But of course, today it feels like, dude, it's no big deal. Just put the fucking seatbelt on. Of course, right? I'm talking about today. But what about back then? Like, when everybody was used to not wearing it.
Wear my seatbelt. I get caught, I guess.
Florida Highway Patrol Lieutenant Chris Miller hears it all when it comes to seatbelts.
I hear it's uncomfortable. It wrinkles my clothes. It's not cool.
There's no freedom no more. You don't want to wear it? That's your choice. It is a new seat.
You don't want to wear it is your choice. That does sound a lot like the times we're living in. And it's sad because you don't know whether to feel bad or to laugh at these people. But these people from the 80s, I know what to do. I know to laugh about it because, you know, it is 2021 and it's been like over 36 years, 34 years since. And just people didn't understand that it was going to be a life-saving idea. You know, TikTok is really good at deleting videos. But there was another video that I had saved that I wish I would have downloaded. But I didn't. But it was just a video of people with polio back in those days. Most of us are glad the polio is away. It's gone away. But I guess nobody worried about It's not on this side, is it? Is it on this side? No, it's not. Now, most Hispanics have that mark on their shoulder, on their left shoulder, and it is my understanding that that's what that the polio shot. That's what that is. Now, I wonder. This is what makes me question things. So, why do a lot of Hispanics have that mark on their shoulder, but the American people don't? People who were on this side of the continent, on this side of the line, on this side of the patch of dirt, why don't they have any markings for their polio shot? Huh? Was there something on the shot that they gave down south or in Central America that they was still testing, that's why it melted the skin? It's kind of melted, I guess. I don't know. It's like if you got stabbed with something. Of course, I have another one here that looks similar to it, but this one I have very good memory of. So I'm gonna tell you a little story about this one. This marking right here is great. It was I at 8 years old. I'm pretty sure I talked about this story about my grandpa being kidnapped, but he's passed away now. Bless his soul. Whatever, Grandpa. You're wherever you are now. Anyways, so I was playing with my kite, and I was at my aunt and I, we were house sitting, I guess, with a dog at the house. And, me being an 7-year-old boy wanting to play with his kite. Now, we all know how playful German Shepherds are. We all know. Well, I assume we all do because I have a German Shepherd. Anyways, now, this motherfucker, he wanted my kite, but I wasn't letting him have it. But I guess he wanted it more than I did, so that's why he beat my arm. And a week after that, I don't know what happened, and that dog turned and chewed up my grandpa's hands, like bad. It was just like all over the hands, and it was crazy. And that same dog, maybe like a month later, got my cousin. I assume that animal had to be put down. Just kidding. I assume it was our fault. We were strangers in that house. And that dog was like, get the fuck out of here. But that's that. But anyways, I've been seeing, like I said, I've been doing nothing. Who the hell am I lying? Who am I lying? So the last week, I was supposed to record on was it on Wednesday, I believe? One of those days, probably Wednesday or Friday or Thursday, something like that. I was supposed to record, but it happened that I got sent far as hell away with one of the individuals that enjoys his time at work, so that's why I had to stay late and I couldn't say. But this week, we are going to pick it back up. But I've came up a list of questions, and I'm just going to scroll through it and pick number, let's pick a number 25. Let's go with 25. Shit. So here's a question that I came up across. Which body part do you wish you could detach and why? Okay, let's think about that. Now, so if I detach my arms and try to get some stronger arms, would it work? Because you have to take into consideration where does your arm strength come? Does it come from the chest? Does it come from the arm? Let me see. Let me pull this up. No, it comes from here. But if I can detach my arm, I'm pretty sure I lose a lot of strength. Because there's no way in hell that I have more strength than I have with my attachable arms. So the arms is not a good idea. Let's see the feet. Now we're talking. Okay, so the feet, you walk with them. Now, if there's a way, well, there is a way that they can, I don't know if I should say that, but there's people that lose their legs and, they put their ankles backwards on their kneecaps, right? So they attach it backwards so they can attach the leg. Now, if somehow that can heal properly without hurting in the future or just act normal, then legs would be it, because I can run faster, walk longer, and yes, I'll go with my legs. That's it. Detach my legs, put new legs on, let's do it. That's a good one. So the legs would have to go. Number 9. Good question. What is something that everyone looks stupid doing? Let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Well, maybe if you're a parent, you'll now, I'm not saying I'm the best parent there is in the world, because I'm far from it. I'm like the stupidest parent. Stupid fun parent. I don't want to call it stupid, because because there is a fine line between helicopter parenting and just not wanting your child to fail, or just babying your child. There's a fine line. So that's why there's days that you have to be. How does the sentence go? Something, rod the child, spare the, I don't know what the hell. Anyways. Rot the child and spare the stick, something like that. Is that it? I don't even know. Anyways. But this me as a parent is the shit that gets me the most is parents who let their kids kick and scream. And now, I'm not in any way, shape, or form for child hitting or child abuse. But there is a little fine line between being given discipline and hitting. It's hard because there's things that you could actually let go, but if kid starts throwing hands at you or kicking you, I think that's where the line gets crossed, and that's why you have a lot of butt meat, so that your parent can spank the fuck out of you if you're misbehaving as a child, I guess. I was beat like a fucking dog. Now, okay, so this is a good one. I don't understand why a lot of the children of immigrants and immigrant children, whatever the hell, right? And children who were children once, and they were immigrant children, like myself. Anyways, see, I don't understand this. A lot of people like that have the same situation that I'm in. They love to victimize themselves. Like me as an immigrant child, I was abused. God damn it. But again, it goes back to what I said earlier. There's a fine line. All right? So if you deserve to get the shit beat out of you as a child, then I say it was fair. You deserved it. Now, I did some horrific shit as a child. As far as my grandpa, God rest his soul. I don't believe in God. Odin rest his soul. He had a machete. Dude, as a 6-7-year-old, I would pick that shit up and fucking start scratching that shit on the floor like I was fucking the devil. And those times that I did that, my grandpa and my aunt beat the fuck out of me. So for that, in a situation like that, or similar to it, now there's levels. I think somebody does deserve to be beat out of them. But that's just my opinion. Now, it all comes down to talking and education as well. So if you're not talking to the child every day, well, then that's where the problem comes in. The child is just not gonna have any conversation, whether it's to listen to you or not to listen to you. So it is what it is. And I've noticed it as I'm growing as a parent, and my kids hit the lottery because I don't think they realize how good they have it compared to where I was at their age. But or the times that I was beat by the time I was their age. Yes, beat. But going back to what I was saying, that I don't like when those people play the feel bad for me card just because I was an immigrant. That's neither here nor there. We're already in the situation that we're in. We just move on from where we're at, and there's no need to bring up me as an immigrant. I'm not gonna name any names because I don't want to ride any podcast names that are already big, where they could actually kill me, because they can iterate themselves a little better they can express themselves a little better than I can, and they're good at talking shit, and maybe it's just for the content, and it just gives me something to complain about. But I wonder if you can eat the tiger's belly. I wonder. Is it eatable? Or where do you see those? In the Philippines? No, I don't know. That bitch sucks. Not the country. The bitch that I'm talking about. Anyways, I was just unhappy with that. And here's another thing. I've been so content. The people that this is a good thing, They tell you don't meet the people you love. They tell you. Now, the podcast that I was talking about that was pissing me off and that was aggravating me, I was a big fan of it at first when I started listening to it. And then, that conversation keeps coming up in every episode. Me as an immigrant child. Me as an immigrant child. Me as I was abused as a child. God damn it. Think you were the only one? There's no need for you to tell everyone that you were abused as a child. So if I name the horrific things that I witnessed as a 7-year-old, finding out what the fuck cum was, like really should I talk about that too, just to make my platform bigger? But I won't, at least not now. Until I can find a place where I can make it funny, then that's when we'll talk about it. But just to have people feel bad for me for it, I don't think so. And it's just not my cup of tea. But I just thought I'd complain about that. And then here comes, I'm not even going to say the name because in a way I looked up to that individual. But his comedy is awesome. I love it. But his taste of comedy, I hate it. How do you deal with that? When did just screaming, "What the fuck? What do you want from me?" When did that become funny? When did that become subjects for stand-up comedy, right? What the fuck am I talking about stand-up comedy? I don't even know shit. But I know what I like. That's what I'm saying. And I'm allowed to complain about the shit that I don't like and the shit that I like. So, and I know in a million years that whoever I'm talking about, they will never, ever, 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 ever hear this. Ever. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a big group of people that will agree with me. I'm just saying, it's just annoying how other people can figure it out faster than you, I guess. And, I did good today, I guess, because I told my wife I got to complain to the ether today, and I actually did it. And well, that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folk. I'd like to thank everybody for everyone, and every single download that I've had so far. I would like to thank you guys. You guys have been nothing but very, very grateful to me. I really appreciate every single one of you. And thank you so much. You are so beautiful to me. Anyways, that's that. I'm trying to figure out how to close this again because I always forget this shit. Nope, that's not it. So many. It's not it. Thank you very much. I like to thank my mom and my dad for giving birth to me. And I like to thank every single one of you for listening to this podcast of me complaining. And that's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. And non-binary folk, I'd like to thank you. Thank you very much for giving the opportunity to come into you. Hear me out. Come into your ear as in like vibration noise, not like what you're thinking, you dirty, mindful, thoughtful people. Anyways, thank you very much. This is our 2 cents. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which I should have said that at the beginning when I welcome everybody, just in case, you know. But thank you very much for listening. This is our 2 cents with your boy Oscar. Did I just say that? Jesus Christ. I can't believe I just said that.